Hello, everyone. My name's Eleazer, and I'm here to give you the Thursday devotion. And I just want to talk to you a little bit, real quick, about something that has just come into my heart and in my mind. And the subject is judgmentalism. And as I watch everything that's going on, all the chaos out there, we hear people shouting, we got to tear down this statue because this person was a slave owner, and if you don't uh, believe this and you're this and that, and if you support this person, you're this and that. But I just want to read something to you um, that I found very profound, and it's really part of the first sentence of the Constitution, where it says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union." And that's such an awesome phrase right there. In order to form a more perfect union, which the founders knew that everything that they put in place wasn't perfect, but they led a way or made a way for things to be rectified. And when I think about that, I think about, when Adam and Eve sinned in the Garden of Eden, God made a way for us individually to have a more perfect union with Him. And that was with His Son, Jesus Christ. And by sending His Son, Jesus Christ, He gave us a way to make ourselves a more perfect union. But what the Bible says about judging is this. When I look at James 4:11 and 12, it says, "Don't speak evil against each other, dear brothers and sisters. If you criticize and judge each other, then you're criticizing and judging God's law. But your job is to obey the law, not to judge whether it applies to you. God alone, who gave the law, is the judge. He alone has the power to save or to destroy. So what right do you have to judge your neighbor?" And so, that's just saying, really, your job is not to judge someone else. Your job is just to make sure that, hey, is my life right with the law of God? And if it isn't, I really don't have any right to judge someone else. And that just reminds me, everyone that's just pointing the fingers at someone else, I'd like to say, look in the mirror and ask yourself, is my past so great that if it were exposed to everyone, that someone wouldn't judge me for the person that I used to be and not the person that I am now? And I'm quite sure a lot of us wouldn't want to be, wouldn't want our past exposed to a point to where it's out in the open for everyone to see. Because it's really easy to judge something or judge someone based on what you think, if your standard of what they should be. But the Bible's clear on that when it says, and Matthew 7, 1 and 2 says, "Do not judge others, and you will not be judged. For you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged." And so I just encourage you as you walk through these days ahead, where there's a lot of chaos going on in the world. Um, just have grace and have mercy on each other. And the other part of the Constitution where it says, as it says, in order to create a more perfect union, it also says establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility. And so the awesome thing about it is um, the Bible also has something to say about domestic tranquility. And in Romans chapter 12, 16 through 18, it says, "Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position, or willing to do menial work. Do not be conceited. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone." So even if someone is not living at peace with you, the Bible says, if it is possible, as it relates to you, live at peace with everyone. And so that's a personal choice that you can make, is to live at peace with everyone. And so I encourage you on this day, don't be judgmental, live in peace, have mercy, have grace, because God had grace and mercy on us. And the last story I want to tell, on this whole subject is, it's a lot of mob kind of rule and violence going on. But Jesus said this, as the Pharisees and the crowd wanted to stone the woman caught in adultery. And Jesus said this, let he who was without sin cast the first stone. And so that's just pretty profound. That and the story goes on to say they all dropped their stones and walked away. And so we as individuals, we have baggage. Everyone has baggage. We're not perfect, and since we're not perfect, this country's not perfect. There's no country that's perfect, because there is no perfect person. We won't be perfect until the corruptible is swallowed up by the incorruptible, and we are sitting in the presence of the Lord. Until that time, we just need to draw as close to Jesus and be as close to Jesus as we can be, so that we can live at peace with everyone. And I hope this word encourages you, lifts you up. But I just thank you for listening, and God bless.